Good afternoon.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, so what I'd like to cover today is Julia and I already know what the plan is for the week. So there's not a lot for Julia to be feeding back to me, right? So if we start with Julia for like 5-10 minutes and see if she needs any assistance from me for this week. And then we actually go through and we start talking about your promo plan because I don't see many things that are different. So I think we need to actually do this on the call today. And then Julia, you can drop off, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk about anything today, I don't think it's necessary because we did cover everything on Friday and I think we're up to scratch. But just for the two of you, I am on leave from I'm doing the calls on Thursday, but then I get on a plane on Thursday and I'm on leave for a week. So Charlotte, in that case, what I would like you to do is ensure that you've got appointments and that you drop me like a weekly feedback of where you're at. So on Monday, what your plan is, and then by Friday, how you've met your plan, right, for the week that I'm away, if that's okay. And then Julia, also on your side, I've booked the review for Hamza with Marilise for when I'm back, based on our conversations and stuff. And then if you could do something similar, like we obviously on Thursday will talk about the plan for the following week, right? But then if you can just let me know how everything goes along, because the only thing that we needed to just adjust on your side was I gave him the impact meter affiliate link, but he actually wants a unique language identifier.
Yes.
And I said to the team, we're still working on that, so I don't know where we can plan that in. So if we can plan that in for next week somewhere, that would be great, because I know we've got enough to do this week already.
Yes. I think we can schedule it for next week. That was our original plan. I watched the call recording with Anne on Friday, so now I have a bit more context. I remember what it was about. So I will need to discuss it with the team this week. So Nisha and I will do some research. We'll prepare some information, what we can give them, and then we can schedule the work next week.
Okay, that'll be amazing. Because I've given them their affiliate, but they don't want the affiliate link. I said she can use that in the meantime, but what they actually want is they want a unique identifier with impact test with Vietnamese that goes into Anne's portal. So yeah, I mean, we know we need to do that, but I said to them it's planned in a sprint in the next 3 weeks. So the team is working on it. Okay.
Yes. We'll have it planned. No worries.
Right.
And I sent you the message about Hamza's feedback on Hamza. I mean, my part. I know that Misha sent his part. So
and Tracy sent hers this morning. So that's fine. I think we'll keep him on until the review. So please keep an eye on him. Make sure every day he's committing to something. And I want to see results on this because I think he kind of is aware that I'm not entirely charmed, but we've got the review. And then Marilise said she'll be reaching out to that other. We interviewed 2 developers at the same time, so she's going to reach out to the second one and then we'll take it from there, because maybe Tom can use Hamza in something else, but we can't use him for this because it's too slow and it's actually hindering our process. I don't know how long it will take for somebody else to learn, but it's a risk we're going to have to take at some point, I guess.
Did he tell you that he has problems with his static IP address? He told me he wrote to you.
Yes.
Okay, so you are aware. That's good. That's part of success.
However, this was only on Friday, right? Late.
Yes, he wrote to me at 11:30 p.m. So
which means that this email was sent to Andre 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, right? Between the 2.5 weeks and Friday, I haven't heard a peep that something is wrong. What can I do on a Friday night? I'm not sure, but this is what annoys me. You understand what I'm saying? So
yes,
I don't know what the solution on that is. So maybe you can also find out and let me know. I don't know what to do about that. I don't understand why he's got an issue, right?
Yes, I wrote to him because he also promised to finish the task during the weekend. So he said, I will finish the merging by Monday, but as far as I can see, it's still underway.
Yeah, I'm not paying extra hours on weekends, no? So careful on that. He needs to finish his work in the hours that he's been given.
Yes, but I mean, he still hasn't, it's not ready for QA or anything. So I wrote to him, I'm waiting for his reply right now. And then we'll see.
But let's check, because I'm not open to, logging those hours on the weekend now because he didn't finish his work.
Yes.
The weekend hours, remember, need to be approved. Like, let's say between you and me, you come to me on a Friday, you say, Michelle, we haven't finished the task, but it's our fault, so we need to do it, so we'll pay extra hours. If it's not you and me's fault, and it's this dude telling me a message at 11 o'clock at night on a Friday, I'm sorry, I'm not paying the extra hours. Simple.
Yeah. I
So
think if he was unable to work during Friday, then he shouldn't track 8 hours for Friday, right?
So you see where I'm going with this. I don't understand why somebody takes 3 weeks to tell me something's wrong, and then late in the evening on Friday, when he knows damn well we're not going to do anything, right?
Yeah.
So let's keep an eye this week, but in your meetings, get a bit tougher, I think, and say, look, Hamza, this is what's supposed to be done. What's happened? Because I'm supposed to be feeding back to Michelle, and she's not. You can blame me. I don't care.
No, I don't
I'm not
like
happy.
blaming anyone.
But you know what I mean. You can make
Yes,
it out
yes,
like I'm the
sure.
one who's the grumpy one here because I want the stuff done. But then we need to make an alternative plan if he can't get those tasks done.
Good. So other than this, I don't have anything. My last question was, I still couldn't figure out the access for Charlotte because she requested with her email. Well, I mean, I shared with her email and then she logs in like this, still doesn't
Maybe
allow.
check in with Tanya. Maybe we need to add a license or something like that. So just check in with Tanya.
Yeah, because I thought like it's not a workspace or anything. I created this page just under my Confluence account. So yeah, I will check with her. Maybe I'm missing
Asking me
something.
something I have no idea about.
Okay.
So I'm
Good.
gonna
So
leave that to you.
that's all from my side. So you can jump to your stuff.
Amazing. Thanks for everything. And I will see you then tomorrow. Let me know if there's anything along the way, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
Charlotte.
Bye. Bye.
All right. So do you want to share your screen and let's get onto your plan because we've got 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was
Yeah.
your weekend?
Good. Good. Busy as usual, but that's okay. That's good. We've got very wintry weather, so there's not much to do with any, there's not much else to do.
Yeah. So it's a bit cold, I guess.
Yeah, we got big storms. We've got 3 big storms coming in one day after the other. That's why the dog's barking, because there's things flying around outside.
I hear the dog barking, so we're good, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So these are the 2 avatars that I obviously didn't change the pictures to what you had, but from what I heard from the conversation, that's the what I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one. Yeah, go on.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some feedback, right? There's not like, okay, so the thing is, right, when we come to a program plan, we want to go with, okay, fine. I've seen where you've made the changes, but for me, it's really around, okay, I know what I need to do, right? And this is what's tracking it for me. So I know who I'm going to go and chat to. So you've mapped out your sources. So, I would guess that 2 of those sources are yours. If you go to slide down there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Crystal Circle members was 1, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the new corporates, and yes, affiliates and partners, if you know them. I mean, if you don't know them, then it's going to take a lot longer, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for me, it's really around, okay, so we've got these corporates. We don't have to use Rutger as an example, right? Rutger is one of the examples. We have many corporates. So I would take Rutger out of it, right?
Okay.
And I would say corporate Sam or something like that. And I would have just a generic picture, and I'd say Sam runs a corporate entity. This is the relationship. This is what he does. This is how many employees he has. This is his customers, etc., right?
Right.
So the avatar is already different. Then I would go to my financials and I would go, okay, cool. I think what we said was, I can't remember what
I hadn't done the financials. Yeah, no, we did 10, 100,000. So it was 10, it's 20 clients. Basically, it was 20 that you had.
Exactly.
Written.
So I want you to adjust this to fit you, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, in the period, because now we've got August, right? We've only got 2 months left of the quarter. So we need to catch up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we probably need to adjust those 20 slightly, right?
Yeah.
So, so your financial objectives is number 1, how many clients are we looking to? Well, firstly, what is the overall revenue you want to achieve between August and September?
Yeah.
What do you think is realistic?
So I'm thinking, say we've taken out 4 weeks, haven't we, from that? So we've taken out a third.
Mm-hmm.
So so take it, so that would take it to 66, wouldn't it?
Okay, so let's make it a round number. Let's try for like a 70. How does that sound? So we could
70,
say
yeah.
this is a couple
Yeah.
of weeks here and there, right? So if we
Yeah,
say
yeah.
70,
Yeah,
okay, so total revenue would be 70, yes?
yeah. Oh, hang on a minute.
Let me just- How many weeks do we have? Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 9 weeks.
9 weeks, yeah.
So 9 weeks, 9 weeks, and we've got 70K, right?
Yeah. So it's about
So it's about
8,000.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's 7,777. So let's go 7,780 per week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
how are we going to get $7,000 in a week, right? Like, what is our plan, right? Sorry, I stuck to my chain. Ooh.
So 100. So from what I can see, so 100 tokens is basically 5K, isn't it?
So if you go to the offer on the slides there, right, you can have 2 components, right? You can have, open this one at the same time. So if somebody, I'm going to drop this into the chat for you, right? So we can either do, right, where they can do a level 1 partner, and there's a compelling offer here because they'll get the basic page, right? Now,
Yeah.
this is maybe not what a corporate person wants to go back there. They get 150 tokens. They'll also get the Flow Consultant Learning, so they'll understand a bit. They'll get some affiliate copy that they could send to their clients. They'll get the new reports when they get launched. I mean, currently there are reports, right? We'll also put their company up as a particular sponsor for this promotion, right? And for the next 12 months. So everything, it will be on our website. There'll be a banner with these particular company details, yes? So,
Yeah.
for example, like, you know, a banner with relevant company logos, and it links into their websites and stuff like that. The gems is basically cryptocurrency, which we're giving them, worth $5,000. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's being built during the course of this year. And the other 2 options is just giving them status. It's called mentor status on our platform. So I try not to get into too much detail, but it's basically allowing them to have access fully to our platform. We will teach them and go through to relevant stages, but it just gives them full access, membership access to our platform, and some additional coaching and mentoring from Roger.
Yeah.
And relevant other mentors, right?
Mental.
So,
Yeah.
so this is something that, okay, they might do it, right? They might not though, right? They might say, well, look, how much is like, if you go to the other page over there, the reseller one, the sheet next to it, that one.
Yeah.
So then they say, well, look, I'm going to try 25 tokens. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try, like, if we take an average of the tokens that we do, let's say I'm gonna try 10 tokens, right? Okay, let's try 10 tokens, and then we can always upgrade you. So now, if they take 10 tokens, right, we're charging them $50 a token.
Yeah.
So your 10 times 5, it's $500, right?
Yeah.
Let's try that. No. 10 by 50.
200.
10 tokens is $500. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So it depends on, let's say they've got 10 employees. If they've got 25 employees, then it's there. You can see it says 25 at 50. If they've got 50 employees, it's $2,500, right? So
Yeah.
I would take the let's call it the $8,000, right?
Yeah.
And I would say, okay, Michelle, out of the clients that I've made my list, right?
Yeah.
I have 3 corporates that have 50 clients each, right? For example.
Yeah.
And if we do it for their full team, the 50 tokens, it will be 2,500, you know. So that's basically 3 and a little bit. 3 corporates who've got 50 employees. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we've got 6 corporates at 25. Do you see where I'm kind of going with it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how I'm wanting you to think about it, because you might say, you know, Michelle, I've got a corporate that's already worked with me before.
Yeah.
and they love it, and they're going to take the $5,000 package because that helps them with their clients, with their, with their teams, and they get a bit of extra information, and they love that because they want to have somebody on board in their team as a flow consultant. This is not a license for a flow consultant, right? So they get the learning, but they don't get the regular, hey, I'm a certified flow consultant. So do you see where we need to just balance how we're doing on your leads? So
Yeah.
we know what we need to do per week. I mean, even if we do 5, we do 300 tokens at $30, that's $9,000. Okay, but who do you know that needs 300 tokens? Not very many of your corporates are going to start with 300 tokens.
No.
So most of them are going to start, I would say, between a 10, a 20, and maybe a 50, right?
Yeah.
Those are the people that you're starting with. So if we go 20, that will be 20, 25, 50. Yes, that's $1,000. Yes.
Yeah.
And then 50 tokens is $2,500. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So if I take that, that's $4,000. So I would basically need 2 at 500, 2 at 1,000, and 2 at 2,500. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of way I would start working my leads. And then you could say to me tomorrow, Michelle, I phoned 20 leads. I got, because if you've got warm leads, right? So it could be that you spend, I mean, it's already late for you. I don't know what time it is. What time is it for you?
4. It's 4.
So you could still speak to somebody today, right?
Yeah.
This afternoon after we get off this call, and you could get on a call and you can say, listen, hey, I'd love to chat to you. Do you have time for me tomorrow morning? Right. So you could just set up 5 appointments for yourself for tomorrow morning before you and I get on a call, right? And these 5 appointments, stay warm already, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got Catherine that you could speak to. You could
I've got Catherine. Yeah. So Catherine, I've organised for next week. So she's talking next Tuesday. So I've got her booked in.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe we do a mini project map for you. So let me copy a project map for you and we do one for you. And then you can track your numbers, right?
Yeah.
Let me just see, project map. You might need to adjust a little bit and play around with it and stuff. Don't do too much. Just give me a second. Campus project map, Spectrum virtual. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just go here. This is the 4-hour event. Okay. So let me copy this one, make a copy. Let's say reseller project map. I'm just going to put Charlotte. Yes.
Yeah.
And what I mean with this, do you want to stop sharing for a sec?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I need to show you who I've got. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Because I've got someone else as well I'm talking to again on Friday.
Yeah. So basically, let's delete the stuff that you don't want, right? Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's hide the sheet then. That's fine. Okay. So basically, if you can see here, tickets are records, right? So over here, I would rename this and I would say appointments. Yeah. Appointments and closes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can delete the rest of them, for example. Yeah. So here, what you're going to do is we're going to take the report here and you're going to say corporate, right? Because we know we've got, we know that's the goal, corporate and existing clients.
Yeah.
With your members, that's where we're going to start, right?
Yeah.
So over here, we get rid of July, or well, look, you can change the dates, right? So I'm going to leave this to you. But over here, you're going to go CT members, right?
Yeah.
Well, for example, this is today's date. So we go 1 August. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my target today is that I'd like to, so we'll count what's her face into it. Charlotte, you're the owner of it. And then over here, you've got new corporates. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is you. Ooh, can't spell your name. Lot. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what we do is we take out these. I mean, you can leave affiliates or other partners in here, right? because you do know the level ones, right? So you could go to affiliates and other partners, right?
Yeah.
But this one, you know, you're going to get a smaller percentage, right?
Yeah.
These guys, if they're already with us, you'll also get. So you can see what I'm going over here. So let's just
Yeah.
take this crap away. So you don't need this. Right. Let's just delete that. Okay, so now you have this. Okay, so
Yeah.
cool. Fantastic. Okay, so now we give, okay, what is our target that we actually want to be having? Yes, so yeah, don't worry, we'll fix this just now. So our target is actually what we want to do per week, right?
Yeah.
So we can do it on clients. So if we do it on the 10, the 20, and the 50, because you're going to get one that pops over and takes a lot. So then what we're doing is we're saying we want 2 people taking 10, we want 2 people taking 20, and 2 people taking 50. Yes?
Yeah.
So it's about 8 clients a week, right? So
Yeah.
I want to do CC members 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 4 lines. Okay, so then I want 3, 6, 9. Do you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm working it based on that. So yeah, this is basically your target. This is what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So wherever there's a target thing like this, we stick it in. So this is then 2 August, you know, 3 August, because we've got till Friday, 4 August, and 5 August, right?
Yeah.
So you can clean up the rest over here and clean out your references and what have you, because then we should be having, if we've got 9 per week, how many weeks did we say we've got 9? So it's basically our target is 81, or 9 times 9 is 81, right? 9 times 9.
9 times 9, yeah.
9 times 9. Oh.
81. 9 9's 81.
How is my calculator not working? 9.
But then, yeah, okay. So it's the target, because the target, that's for a week, wasn't it? It was 9 in the week.
Well, it's 9 weeks, and then we said 7,800, right?
Yeah, for the week.
For the week. So 7,800, and if I divide that, so if we take 2 by 500, that's 1,000. So less 1,000, and then we take 2 at that, then that's less 2,000. So we've left with 4,800. So it's like basically 5 grand. So it's 2 at the 50 tokens. You see, so you might be slightly over, but at least you could say to me differently. Right. You could say, I want to do 3 by 10 tokens, 1 by this, 1 by, I'm just giving you a guideline of how my brain works, because it's easier that way. Because then I know what my targets are, right? So we're slightly above what we actually want to do, but that's always good to have a buffer.
Yeah.
So oh my god, this just looks horrible. So you just have to maybe fix it, right? Okay, so our target revenue, we're going to just make it 81, because that's going to be, you can add it and all of that, but we wanted 81 divided by 3 lines, right? So you want to choose 27. How you want to distribute it. So this one could be 27. Like if you're doing it evenly, then that's fine. Then you know you need to get 81 clients, right? Like that. Just what I mean. And then over here, what you can just do is you can almost track, like underneath here, you could say my revenue, right? So here, you could put, for example, okay, yes, I got 3 clients. I got, my target was 3. So we could copy this, for example, and do it as revenue. Does it make sense? So the target revenue over here, we're wanting per week. Sorry, what did we say? We said, let's say 7, 8 per week.
That's
9 weeks, and that divided by 3 is basically, this one is 2 6 by 9, right?
Yeah.
So this is the target, this is target revenue. You're just going to have to clean this evening. I'm sorry. I know it's a bit messy.
No, that's all right. No, you get me on the right track. Yeah.
So then here we go, we don't want pounds, so we want right? So this is the target that I want for each of those. So we want 70 grand, right? You can see what I'm going at. So then, this will be your actual revenue. Yeah. So then you know, this is basically sitting in the US dollars. I mean, just do it like this. Oops. I moved it too fast. Sorry. But it will just get you you know, so here you can just make this, because right now you're sitting on there, right? But
Yeah.
then at least you can track yourself, yes, and you can kind of say, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I know where I'm going. Do you know what I mean?
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that because I've obviously got a couple of, what I want to maybe do as well is I'll put another table in there for appointments, like tracking the appointments I've made and the.
So you can see here, you can use this as your lead list.
Okay, brilliant. All right. Yeah,
right?
I'll use
This is a partner lead list. Here's some past partners. I can leave these details in for you, right?
Yeah.
You know, these are previous partners in APAC. Maybe we want to just put the year in that year partnered. So, you know, you can go back, and if there is somebody you know here, this gives you a little bit of a you know, it gives you a bit of a indication of somebody that you could speak to. You might have known them or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just do this. So
do you have any, is there do any of these, do we know, obviously you have the info on whether these people have had, you know, actually done the tokens before or been a flow consultant or anything?
Yes, but most of them, these guys have all been partners, so they've all been flow consultants somewhere, pretty much.
Okay,
This is
perfect.
the partners that have come through partners.
Yeah, your partner, you get that, don't you? It's your partner.
Just careful that you don't speak to my level 2s and 3s unless you come and check with me. So if there's somebody on this list that you want to speak to, if there's a cross out like Caroline Lang, please don't speak to her. Like Patrick Mack, please don't speak to him. You know what I mean? But you can see, like, if I don't want you to contact somebody, I've crossed it out. But if there's somebody that you feel there's a potential here, obviously don't contact Donna. Don't contact you. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I mean,
so what about people like Kathy and Sandra?
You're welcome. Kathy, I would wait with her, because if you actually listen to her, listen to what she's planning, right? She's not necessarily she's a bit overwhelmed at the moment. So you need to be careful on anyone who's a crystal circle or somebody who has done stuff with us before. If you drop me a message, I'll tell you. So Kathy, rather don't, right?
Okay.
Sandra, I think, is doing a lot of good stuff. Sandra D'Souza, she's got all these things she's doing. Why wouldn't she want to use tokens? I mean, all of these events and stuff that she's now running, you know what I mean? So you can delete all these rest of these things here. I mean, so go in here and just delete the stuff you don't want.
Okay.
I would delete stuff that you definitely, I don't know, I'm just not deleting. But I don't want you to get confused with stuff in here, you know, that's not necessary. So just delete the other stuff, add what you need in and stuff like that. I'm going to leave it to you to play with. But this is then what I'd like to see tomorrow before we before you get to the call with Michelle, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that she can at least you can say, this is my goal, this is my guidance, right? Because then you at least know where you're at, right? So you can say, okay, cool, I've put X amount of appointments in. So I would spend, like, you've done your list, you know who you want to contact. So I would try and get some calls done today, but then I would actually make appointments tomorrow to have discussions around them, you know, and set myself a goal. Because how it works, Charlotte, is really out of cold leaves, out of every 5 cold, 2 are going to say yes, 2 are going to say no, and 1 is a maybe because they like your face. So your best ratio is going to be 3 out of 5, and your worst ratio is going to be 2 out of 5. And I have to love you and leave you because I have to get on that.
Okay, no, perfect.
I'll drop you this recording so you can go through it. And then take it from there,
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, thank you. Right, see you tomorrow.